Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to this second part of a first impressions look at Alien vs. Predator Classic 2000. Do I really need to say Classic 2000? I don't know. Anyhow, last time we took a look at the Marine campaign and just kind of ran around shooting stuff and getting lost because I'm apparently terrible at finding pathways. But today we're going to switch things up and see how the other side lives, and we're going to take a look at the Alien campaign. Alright, so we're here in this temple, which is presumably a predator temple, built to house the xenomorphs that they would hunt. And as you can see, the xenomorph is even faster than the marine. They just zip around. But the main ability that separates the xenomorph from the other two is the ability to climb any surface, which, as you'd expect, can actually be really disorienting when you first start doing it. And I often find that I have to let go to figure out what orientation I have. Unlike the Marine campaign, I didn't actually finish the first level in my first attempt at doing this video, so I don't actually know what we have to do. It's fairly long, I know that. I do know that we have to kill these Marines that are investigating our temple, as I guess there's probably a queen here giving us our orders. Queen or Empress or whatever. And yeah, right off the bat, you can see there's no doorways down here. We have this handy navigation mode, which is way better than the Marine's night vision, but I guess it doesn't go as far. You can see it kind of whites out anything. When you have that turned off, enemies will show up with a outline, so it's worth switching back to actually see enemies. But yeah, you can see there's no exits down here, so we have to use our ability to look around for a tunnel, like so. So we got this pillar of fire here, which I assume is probably meant to keep the xenomorphs from going to other levels or something. And we can't do anything about that right now, so again, we gotta find ourselves another path. I will say from when I've played a bit, the level design is quite a bit better, I think, for the Alien. It's a lot less just generic corridors that you shoot stuff in, obviously since we don't have a gun. But, is there another path here? Yes, these grates. And I think the xenomorph ability really lets them do more stuff with the level design, because there's actually, you know, a lot more exploration options than just run and jump. For attacks, we have just the regular slapping claws, and then we have our tail stab, which you can also seemingly charge up. We also have the ability to headbite enemies if you get close to them, I think. I'm not sure if you can always do that. It seems like you can, as long as you're close enough to someone. You might have to sneak up on them? I'm not completely sure. I can't. Let's climb the walls, get up here. So our first objective is to get rid of these fire pillars, which are coming from here apparently, and our Hive Queen knows that. So unlike the Marine, whose main objective seems to be throwing switches, the Xenomorph's main objective seems to be to destroy shit. I think we have to destroy these supports, right? I think I need to hit these top parts, sorry. Yeah, break these little chain things. And now we can go back to the fire pillar, which is extinguished now. Oh jeez, that's not down. I apologize, this might be really nauseating for people who get motion sick. Just because, you know, not only is the camera really fast, but we're moving really fast and spinning upside down and shit. can imagine that might set some people's stomach off. But yeah, when you get good at this probably would feel really good in like multiplayer, just zipping around, dropping down on people. What little I played of the AVP 2010 multiplayer, I did try the Xenomorph out, and it was pretty fun, but we only did that with 3 people, 1 person per race, and... Oh, shit, I went backwards. Obviously, that isn't the best spread out for any of their abilities, because the Predator by itself is better than the other 2, 100%. Since the Predator has weapons that will insta-gib the other races from a distance. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. Drop down here. The Xenomorph also doesn't take any fall damage, which is nice. I assume the Marine probably does. What is the point of this room? Seems to be a pit. Well, back up we go. It's nice not being trapped anywhere. Okay, this is not the same room, is it? Yeah, it is. I don't know, I was having so much trouble getting back to where I started. Go through here, and then I need to go through the ventilation duct, which is here, right? No, this is the shaft that I... Oh, actually I think this is the... This is where the fire pillar was, I believe. Which gets us down. Yep, there we go.
The labs are locked. Protect the security systems. We can't let the Xenomorph disrupt the experiments.
So we're not even on LV-426, I assume, because it just said Temple of Unknown Origin, and obviously there wasn't a Predator Temple on LV-426, so I think these campaigns are completely separate, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure that later games, like the 2010 one for sure, the campaigns interlinked at different points, but I think this one might be entirely separate. Alright, so we switch over to our Hunter mode, and see enemies are outlined. Their outline color changes, but I'm not completely sure what that represents. Also, really awkward if you try to climb on these stairs. I do remember that these guys have Molotovs, and they'll often drop them at their feet when they die, which, fire kills you really good. You can see when our jaws come out like that, that means we're ready to headbite. You can also do it on corpses, and I'm fairly certain it gives you health back. So yeah, fire sucks, which is, I think, the main cause of death when I was playing this before. Our health is that blue bar at the bottom. It shrinks as we go. Oh, some Predator blood here. So our objective for this area is to get into the labs, and to do that we need to disable some power boxes. But most of them are guarded by sentry guns. This one is too. So we need to find a way to sneak around, and I think that's really the main playstyle of the Xenomorph. There's a lot of finding ways around obstacles, you know, kind of outsmarting stuff. What's up there? Oh, that's where it came from. Ultimately, we want to go down there. But first, we're going to need to go through here. Yeah, okay, this one's not guarded. Got this big old tablet on the wall. But there are some guys down there. There's a guy down there. I have found that if you try to just, like, sneak up and stare at people, they will notice you eventually and start shooting at you, even if you're on the roof. I guess because they're motion trackers. That guy also set me on fire. So you can see why fire is a problem for the Xenomorph, considering you need to get close to people, and if you get close to them, they drop fire on you. Unfortunately, if you stab somebody in the head when you kill them, their head falls off and then you can't eat it for health. But it does seem like the best way to deal with the guys with fire is to just stab them with your tail, because you actually get some distance between you. Peekaboo. That was a pretty, I think, typical Xenomorph movie death. His head came off, but I didn't actually eat it. I don't know. So we have to destroy these things. Or is it those things? Yeah, those things. There are 4 of those we need to destroy. So you can see that fire is not something to fuck around with. That killed me from like 2/3 full health. And there's no way to put yourself out as far as I can tell. Maybe if there is water in the level, but there isn't, obviously. I really think that the fire enemies in the first level kind of puts a damper on being the Xenomorph, because, you know, you'd think he'd use sneaky hit and run tactics. Oh my god. But if those sneaky hit and run tactics just get you set on fire, then it kind of defeats the point. Also, enemies who are on fire, obviously you can't eat them until after their body is already vaporized. Also watch out for these barrels, because they will explode and set you on fire. But, what I was trying to do there is I'm pretty sure you can destroy the lights, which is why they show up like that, and then creep around in the dark as enemies try to find you. Like, these guys are fine. These are like Marines or security or something. They don't have the Molotovs. It's only the civilian technicians or whatever that have them. Alright, so this is our main way to get past the sentry guns. Though, again, there's only sentry guns in some of these rooms. Alright, that time I hit the barrel, but not close enough to set myself on fire. So break that. Break these lights for good measure. I believe there is a sentry in this room? No? I guess it's only the other side of the map that has sentries. Alright, got in there, didn't get set on fire. They only obviously drop the Molotovs when they have them out, so I think if you haven't been spotted, most of the time they won't have it out. But it seems a bit inconsistent, because it seems like sometimes they'll pull it out as you're killing them and then just drop it at their feet. Yeah.
Laboratory 1 access granted.
Alright, so now we have access to Lab 1, but we have to go to both labs, so we might as well deal with the other power boxes before going there, as we can use this ventilation system to bypass the sentry guns. That just led us backwards. What we want to do is go through these side vents. I don't know how I killed her from so far away with my hands, but okay. Well, her head's stuck in the wall. So there's a sentry gun there. So, I'm pretty sure you might have noticed there that I was looking at the sentry gun and hit the barrel behind me with a single swipe. So I'm assuming there's some sort of radius around you when you swing to make it easier to hit stuff, I guess, when you're going so fast. But holy shit, is that annoying when you're trying to be precise. I guess I should be using the tail for that. And it's not as if it was an accidental thing. These barrels are put everywhere in the level, specifically so that you'll accidentally hit them and set yourself on fire. I don't know, that just seems kind of shitty for the first level. Maybe it's just trying to get into your head that, you know, fire equal bad. and precision equal good, but I don't know. That doesn't seem like a decision made in the name of fun, and I know there are some people who are offended by the idea that video games should be fun, first and foremost, and not, you know, challenging. Okay, this is the... I already broke that one. Like, I'm all for Dark Souls level difficulty because Dark Souls is also a fun game. You know, it's not like the two are mutually exclusive. A game is either fun or challenging. But when you add stuff that's challenging for no real reason, like, you know, oh no, I missed my swing and set myself on fire because somehow these claws can ignite barrels, that just seemed silly. Again, this is 1999, so video games have changed quite a bit since then, especially in the first-person shooter genre, which, admittedly has kind of removed a lot of the aspects of difficulty, I think more than some of the other genres have. I haven't actually showed it on camera here because it was mostly when I was trying to get back to these areas, but those Marines might seem pretty weak because I'm killing them in one hit, but they only have to shoot you for a couple seconds to kill you.
Laboratory 2, access granted.
Alright, so now that we get in the labs, I'm going to save again. Still got 2 saves left. From what I understand, that was an addition to the classic 2000 version. In the original game, you couldn't save at all, and you had to beat the whole level in one go. And I imagine that would be a lot more frustrating to catch on fire when it means starting over again every time. Especially with this level, you'd feel like you're just going through the motions every time, like, oh, I've got to go here, break these things, go up the tunnel,
No unauthorized
break the
personnel.
boxes. Alright, so there's some fellows in here with shotguns. Now, being on the roof makes you... What? Where am I? Oh, I went out the door. I was gonna say, being on the roof makes you hard to spot. Is that guy still alive after getting stabbed? He's like... Oh, he's an android. That's why he's leaking white fluid all over the place. What? He had no legs, but he was still standing. I'm guessing you probably can't eat them either. That makes sense then. I was wondering. I didn't even notice that last time. So the androids must be the guys with shotguns then, because there's not a lot of guys with shotguns. So as I mentioned, the Xenomorph's main objective in a lot of the levels, or I say a lot of levels, the first level at least, is to break everything. So we just go around smashing shit, stopping the experiments on our Xenomorph brethren. See, there's a bunch of egg rooms here. As I say, I'm pretty sure some of them have people in them who are there to be impregnated. Like, should we leave them in there so that there are more Xenomorphs? Should I let her out? Oh, shit. Destroyed the egg just by walking into it. Like, you can just walk up people and... Which I think you're supposed to do by sneaking up on people, but that seems pretty hard to do. Anyhow, we broke all the stuff in here, I think. I do like that the Xenomorph's main attack kind of looks like you're just having a slap fight.
No unauthorized personnel.
Ah, there's also some predator blood in here. I'm sure we'll have to fight a Yacha at some point. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yacha? Yuacha? Something like that. Their proper name. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't call them androids, I should call them synthetics. Or artificial person. Is that what Bishop wants to be called? I forget. I'm pretty sure it's artificial person. Synthetic.
Alert state Alpha laboratory breached.
Alright, let's get out of here before we get snuck up on by flamethrower guys. So now that we did that, I think we can go down.
What the hell is going on down there? Don't let it get to the hive. You can't contain it down there.
What is this weird accent that all of these FMV actors have? Like, I know your Rebellion is a European studio. I'm just not sure what that accent's supposed to be. Oh, just got a Molotov. From what I've noticed with the Molotovs, they only have one, and then once they throw it, they sort of run away from you. Does that guy have a gun? Lady. I can't actually tell them apart in this vision mode. I think that's a man. Help me. And again, this is still the first level, so this level is actually fairly long. I think we're supposed to be trying to get to the Hive right now, which probably just means going down, down, down. Oh. What the hell? Oh. Okay, so did we seal the temple now? Man, that one guy who complained that I'm a bit jittery in my videos is really gonna hate this one if he watches it. Okay, where the hell do we need to go now? Obviously we can't climb these geometric shapes. Oh, earthquake. We blocked off the thing, and I assume we need to find the Hive now. Oh, hello. Can I eat his head? No. For some reason, Xenomorphs only like freshly attached heads. Once they've been removed, it's like, yeah. I'm really worried I was going to blow myself up there. Speaking of which, I should probably save again. Because I don't want to have to do that again. What? No, don't slap him, eat him. Don't you look tasty today? Okay, I hear another sentry gun. And which way? Well, I guess that answers which way it's facing. I don't know what this thing is. Can probably make this jump. Okay, there's a vent here. Don't want to blow up. So I'm gonna tail poke it. And drop down. Is this a different room? Okay, yeah. This is another one of these rooms. Whoop. Alright, so the temple is sealed. Return to our hive. Is that where I started at the beginning? Or is that somewhere else in the level that I haven't been yet? That door doesn't function. Is there a reason all of these are here? I'm wondering if I can get to that sentry gun before it turns towards me when it's facing the other way. Probably not. Alright, I've used my last save, but I've now blocked off both the things, and we just need to find the hive. Which should be down this way? Okay, yeah, this looks like... Well, actually, it just looks like I reskinned the texture from the derelict, but this looks like Xenomorph territory. Actually, is this a... Oh, no, back up. Are we trying to find the queen? That... I was gonna say, that's the queen looking a little statue-like, but I'm pretty sure that is actually a statue. Heartbeat sounds like it's coming from inside the Xenomorph statue. It's a weird triangle there. Clearly, that is not the right way to go. You'd think the tail would be pointing the right way. I guess we don't really need the vision mode in this big bright tunnel. This just leads back up, which is probably not the right way. I think we're supposed to be following the heartbeat. Okay, yeah, these both are just entrances, so we need to go back down, and then up, and then over, and then through here, which leads into this room. Is there a door on this side? No. No. Door up here, maybe? No, just slide right off there. There's a tunnel here that I didn't see, of course, because I can't see anything in this game. Like, gameplay-wise, these vision modes are useful, but visually they don't look great. They're really bright. Alright, that level was really long, so we're not going to do a full level, but I just wanted to see where this goes. See if we get out of this temple. It says there's a Weyland-Yutani shuttle in this level that we need to infiltrate. So that's probably gonna be different.
Warning, non-human intruder alert.
Attention all personnel. Xenomorph has been contained in Biolab 2, but we believe another is still at large. The creature will be contained. Keep the eggs moving on schedule.
Wait, did they land this thing right next to the Xenomorph Hive? Hold on, lady, I'll get to you in a sec. Alright. Oops. Well, that's kind of wasteful. I was gonna eat her head. I like that they're freaking out when we're on the other side of the wall. They know how intelligent the Xenomorph is. They don't think they're just animals. They know they can cut the power. At least these lab people don't have fucking fire on them at all times. I can just climb over this lady. Alright, I'll stop clambering over this victim. Oh, never mind. They still have fire. Some of them have, like, flamethrowers. And shotguns. Is that blood all over the bathroom? I guess that's from the Xenomorph ahead of us. Oh, that's a lot of people. You know, I've definitely pointed it out before, but I still find it weird that, like, Colonial Marines and other games have you using a flamethrower effectively against Xenomorphs. Like here, it seems like you're almost weak against fire, but I don't think there's ever a Xenomorph in one of the movies killed by fire. I was always in the impression from original Alien that the flamethrower just kind of had a, you know, primordial reaction on the Xenomorph, sort of fear of fire, and it didn't actually hurt it that much. But then video games based on the Aliens and Aliens vs. Predator franchise seem to really play up the whole fire thing, like it's their elemental weakness or something. I mean, if they can survive the vacuum of space and, you know, depressurizing atmosphere, then I think they can survive a little bit of fire. They're basically covered in natural armor that would negate the effects of fire unless you immerse them in it.
Airlock 1.
I guess you could argue that they kill the runner alien in Alien 3 with, you know, liquid metal. But that's not quite the same thing as fire. You're not coating it with a, you know, liquid metal flamethrower. Oh dear. Like, that proves right there that the Xenomorph is pretty deadly still in this game, but very selectively, I think. Anyhow, I think that's probably a good place to end it for the Xenomorph. I don't want to go through a whole full level. This video is already going to be way too long. But, yeah. I definitely like the Xenomorph more than the Marine. It's just the fire thing is a little frustrating. Like, it's bad enough that enemies drop fire, but just putting fire barrels everywhere to fuck with you seems kind of a dick thing. Also, it's kind of hard to be precise with the Xenomorph when you also run this fast at all times and can just climb walls like this, and it's like, oh my god, what's happening? And then suddenly you're on fire. You know, some people, they go to bed and think everything's okay, and then they wake up on fire. Except as a Xenomorph. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire. This is part 2 of a First Impressions look at Alien vs. Predator Classic 2000. And I'll see you again next time with the third and final part where we take on the Predator and probably blow a bunch of shit up and stab some stuff with our wrist blades. Also go invisible. You can do a lot of stuff as a Predator. I think Predators really have the best of the AVP three-way on an individual basis. Anyhow, you folks all take care.